My name is Wisdom Born. I'm an intuitive energy reader, Reiki healer, mother, and life coach. I help women, specifically mothers, reclaim their time by finding their balance in their everyday lives, being able to tap into their own natural gifts and abilities so that they can manifest the life that they desire for themselves and for their families. You know, we spend a lot of time being really busy, and this is a way to teach you how to slow down and tune into the things that you desire in your heart so that you can manifest the life that you want. Tap in with me soon. Peace.
Greetings and grace, everyone. Welcome to the Significant Impact Show, where I literally find amazing entrepreneurs that are making an impact, but they're doing so significantly. Today, we have the amazing Wisdom Born here. Her name is Wisdom Born, and she helps women balance their lifestyles and reclaim their power and unlock their natural gifts and abilities using her spiritual coaching and wellness programs. And in her experience as a master energy practitioner, so that they can manifest each and every single one of their goals, discover their life purpose, and have peace of mind. Hello there, Miss Wisdom. How are you doing, Empress?
I'm doing well, Imani. Thank you for having me. How are you today?
I am well. I am well. So let's get on into it. How did you get into creating the business that you've created? Tell us about it.
So I want to say that I really look at it more of as a mission because it's first and foremost rooted in my spirituality and my spiritual practices. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's my business, but more of my mission. I do feel like it is a divine assignment. And we just kind of go through things in life that cause us to have awakenings and that cause us to kind of seek answers deeper within ourselves. And going through my own personal journey, I found all of these tools and modalities to use that helped me along the way. And now I feel like I can help other women who are also experiencing those same parts of the journey as they go through as well. So that's really how I got started with it. And I'm so excited to be able to just help everybody else through my own personal experiences.
Right on. So the mission, personal journey, empowering women. What was that moment that made you realize, you know what, this is what my purpose is. This is going to be that mission, if you don't mind me asking.
Because I have a unique gift and ability to be able to kind of see people's light when they can't see it, and especially like shining light in dark spaces. And so really when I'm able to like counsel other women and connect with them and just uplift them and empower them, they take that little light, that little spark, and it becomes a fire, it becomes a flame, and then it spreads out into the community and it spreads out into other people. So really, like, if I could reach one person and that person reach one person, it literally is like a web that just goes out, a web of light, and that makes me feel so good. Like, that is the most fulfilling thing to me, and knowing that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Come on with it. You telling the truth though, because it really is fulfilling, especially as women. Nothing makes us more feel like just like, oh my God, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do when we actually accomplish something that fulfills us by fulfilling other people. That's amazing. So do you have any great stories or a great like summary of someone who came to you and as a result of just connecting with you as their mentor, they're just flourishing now and everything? Do you mind sharing?
Yeah, sure. I have so many. Like, so I currently run a 9-week detox boot camp because I do believe that we have to heal the mind, body, and spirit. And so I like to take women through a whole journey and process to help them. And there's a couple people that really stick out to me the most. I have one woman who, one of her goals was to obtain an RV and go across, like travel across the country,
I'm with it.
and live her best life. And she actually was able to manifest that through, my program, through attending my program, and empowering herself and using the tools and things that I provided. She was able to get an RV. She was able to go in there, walk in there confidently, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, and know that that was her dream and that was her goal. And she is actually living that life right now. So that's just one of like so many. I have other women who, some people join the detox for weight loss purposes. And even though that's not the goal, that is a side effect, I like to say, of the program. So I have, a woman who lost almost 30 pounds on the program. And, people are asking her, what is she doing differently? Like they see a change, they see a glow. I have another woman who is strengthened her relationship with her partner, and she was nervous at first because she was like, I don't know if I could do, abstinence and things like that, which is part of the program. But she said, honestly, it brought her and her partner a lot closer intimately. So it helps you across the board, no matter what it is that you're trying to achieve, whether you want to be a better parent, you want to be a better businesswoman, whatever your goals are, the program helps you bring self-awareness. And when we know more about ourselves and we know how we operate or why we do the things we do, we can kind of self-correct. And then it's like a slingshot. It's literally like pulling you back. And then once you let go, you're really reaching for the stars. So I just love
that.
it.
Crank that. I can tell. I love that. When you were saying that last part, I'm like, oh, you hit that, crank that, soldier boy. You say you all day. I love it. Yes. I love it. You guys, I just want you guys to know real quick, and y'all know I take notes and everything like that, that Miss Wisdom does a whole lot of things, and she's also a caterer. So tell us about your journey into catering and what you specifically cater, if you don't mind me asking.
So, I've always loved to cook. It's always been my passion. I can remember being a kid and like playing restaurant. Like my grandma would cook dinner and I would go around the house and ask my family members what they wanted. And I would give them the menu and just pretend to be the server. And so like, really, it was something that I realized later on that like, it's always been a part of me, like serving others and wanting to give and just working with food. It's just something I really love. So when I did start my spiritual journey, part of that was also transitioning to a plant-based diet. So literally I was just experimenting with things that we already love, things I already liked, and using plant-based ingredients to be able to do that. So my niche really is, I'm a vegan chef, plant-based chef. I do, I cater parties. I do meal preps for people who just don't have time or just too busy to worry about cooking. And really what I've found is that, again, it's mind, body, and spirit. So being able to cleanse the body of some of the things that aren't necessarily that good for us help along the way with the spiritual journey as well.
Y'all, I hope you guys are taking notes. I hope you are excited to connect with Miss Wisdom because look, she is rocking things out. I could not be more proud. I'm glad that we connected on Facebook and we were able to do some work together, and I've been able to pour into her, and then she saw that I could help her, and that's been everything. She's one of my favorite people to talk about because I could not be more proud. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no kids, but sometimes, I'm like, oh my God, look at my babies, they flying. And I am just super excited for the future and just how much you're going to excel. And the way that you do it is a way that's more so laid back, but she's following spirit. Right. She says we follow spirit. And one thing that she always put emphasize on, I don't want to be like, hey, do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want this? More so, she's just saying what's on her heart and people are gravitating towards her. And to me, that's amazing because really that's how it should be, And so by that, she's been able to take things to new levels. She's gone viral. She's helping people out. So if you don't mind, we're going to play a game real quick. I'm going to say a word and then you go say the word that comes after it. But you have to connect it to how people can take the next step towards being healthy in that area. Does that make sense?
All right. You might have to give me an example, but we're going to see how this goes.
Okay. All right. So I'll give an example. So if I say, I'll give or give me a word and then I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about.
Love.
Love. Okay. Love is beautiful. Or so beautiful love. We'll say beautiful love, beautiful, love's great, love's beautiful. And the reason why I say that is because in order to be a healthy person in love, we have to look at what the actual virtues of love are. It's patient, it's kind, and all of these are action words. We cannot love someone if we're not even kind to them. We can't love someone if we're not even patient with them. Because how can someone feel that you actually love them if you're always rude? Or if you're always, let's go, like, come on, we got to do this, we got to do this. Sometimes it takes a moment to actually take a step back. And that's a form of love. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
It's all good because, right, as we were going through this, I'm like, okay, we're going to take this up a notch a little bit because of what you do, how you do it. Yeah. I think that it's great to encourage, everybody to be healthier with how we go about things, and that's so important. When we keep health first, everything else will actually just start to fall into place. And so the first word is mind.
Mind.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, strong mind. Strong mind. Because mindset is everything. Thoughts become things. And when we are able to control our thoughts and the things that we think about and pay attention to, then we actually have the ability to change our whole reality. We have the ability to create the life that we want to see. So your mind has to be stronger than the programming. And, you know, I can go on and on, but you know, we go through our society. We're born into a society that is programming us to act a certain way and be a certain way and believe a lot of things. And you have to know that we're in an age of information now, and we're in an age of where truths are being told. So you have to be mentally stronger than, you know, the false news and the things that are floating around outside of here, and really be able to tap into your higher self and the God that's within you to be able to, you know, really manifest the life that you want to have. And I like to call them negativity gnats, because they're like little negative thoughts that just kind of fly around you and you just kind of like shoo them away. You have to be able to recognize when the negativity gnats are coming in and really trying to mess with your ability to create the life that you want. So strong mind. Absolutely.
Ooh, that was good. I love the negativity gnats. You should definitely get that on the t-shirt, because I think that that's dope. And then break down what that is, because you're absolutely correct. We have about 30,000 thoughts per day, 30,000 to 60,000 thoughts per day, the average human. And when you think about it, gnats, there's never only just one. It's a swarm.
Yes. So I like to tell the story of there, like back in the day, was like an old Kevin Hart stand up where he talks about how he used to be afraid of gnats. And he was in a park and it was like a swarm of them, because he said that his mom used to tell him that gnats would eat your hair. So he was always afraid of them. And so he was getting into a fight or arguing with somebody, and somebody pushed him into the swarm of gnats, and he like freaked out. And like, that was something that just always stood out to me. And it's just so funny. And so I just really like to tell that story because I think it's really funny. But yeah, I mean, literally that's how your thoughts are. You can literally have a swarm of negativity. And, you know, energy also transfers. I work a lot with energy, and I would like to say that, you know, we can actually pick up the things from people around us. So it's literally like we're in a pool of all this energy. And so when you're swimming around and you get to a pocket of just negative thoughts and you can be having the greatest day in the world. And then boom, seemingly out of nowhere, you start having these negative thoughts, and because you ran into a nest of negativity gnats, and you don't even realize sometimes that it's not your stuff that you're carrying. And because we're so much of an empathic people, we pick up things from other people as well. So
you're just right on it. You're right on it. That's good, because instantly we can all go back to a time where we have experience or going on a hike or going on a walk, and we walked into some gnats. And so the next time, hopefully what happens is when we become aware, oh, this is kind of negative. Boom, this is a gnat situation, and we got to swat that sucker. Okay, so next word, body.
Body. Healthy body. Whole body. Again, this is our physical body is the only one that we have, that we're going to have from the time that we got here until the time we're leaving. So we want to take care of it. We want to do the best that we can to help it to work at its optimum capacity. And so when we know better, we do better. And so again, so much information and knowledge is out there. It can tend to be hard to know what's the truth and what's not the truth, because there's so much conflicting, information and contradictory information. But I really feel like you have to know what feels right for you personally, because everybody's body is different. And so what may work for one person may not work for the other person, but definitely making sure that you're tuned into the body, that you're sensitive, because the body's always talking to us. The body's always telling us when something's not right or when it needs something. And if we're not sensitive to those things and we're not tuned in and tapped in and paying attention, we could be really missing something until it gets too big and out of control. You know how one day you feel really good and feel great, and then all of a sudden you don't feel so good, and then you go to the doctor and they're like, oh, you got stage 4, blah, blah, blah. And it's just kind of like, whoa, like, where did that come from? But it's like we think everything is fine, but the food and the things that we're eating and the things that are in our environment is designed to like, kill us slowly. And so because we think we ate it once or twice, we're fine. But like it does catch up to you. So just, putting in that effort, putting in that time to take care of your body, watch what you're eating, not only what you're putting into your body, but what you're putting on your body, your skin, your skincare products. What's in your environment, the things, your detergents and the things you wash your clothes and your bedding in, all those plugins and sprays, like it's everywhere. And so we want to be very mindful of that. And while we can't, prevent everything, we can be mindful to kind of minimize some of it as well. And exercise, take care of ourselves, move the body.
I love that. Yes. And really, in order for us to move in a free and more flexible way, we got to eat healthy. Because I mean, carbs, and y'all already know I'm a carnivore, but the bad carbs, you're going to get that spike of energy, but you're going to feel so sluggish later. And then we won't be able to dance like you just did.
Absolutely. I mean, I love it. I mean, I'm all about balance. So everything in moderation. Too much of a good thing can still be too much, so True. Balance, so a salad with French fries, like it's balanced,
Get some French fries up in there.
Sometimes, not all the time.
With sea salt. So the last one is spirit.
Oh, spirit. Infinite, everything, love, like every spirit. Without spirit is breath. Spirit is life. Like without spirit, there is nothing. There is like I can't even put into words like what spirit means to me. Like spirit is my life. Spirit is life, and everything that I do is through those gentle urges and nudges and whispers of spirit guiding me and being able to surrender to spirit, because there's so much peace in surrendering. We get caught up in the day-to-day grind every single day and all the things that are here to distract us and keep us from really tapping in and slowing down and quieting and listening to those inner voices. And that's why I feel like rest is so important, because in those moments of rest, and I don't always mean sleep, I just mean like being still, moments of stillness and mindfulness where you really can tap into, where you're going. Like, so many people that feel lost and feel disconnected and they don't know what to do and they know they need to do something, but they don't know where to start. And it's really like, you really got to start with self. You really got to tap into self, and in self, there's spirit. And so spirit is always with you. You're never alone. Even when you feel like you're alone, they're right there waiting for you to like ask for help and like tap them in. It's like double dutch. It's like tag team, like you tap it out, let tap in and let that energy just guide you and carry you when you can't carry yourself. So like spirit is everything to me.
You're telling the truth. You're telling the truth. Because whenever I think of spirit, I'm like, ooh, peace.
Peace.
And that's everything. Love. It's everything. Oh my gosh. The older we get to, the more we just like, if there ain't no peace with it, I'm good. Like deuces. Good. Right. So tell us, please, how we can get in touch with you, where we can go, any specials you got going on. Brag on you real quick, Empress Wisdom.
All right. So currently I am doing, I'm always doing energy healing work. I'm always working one-on-one with people just to help you find your peace, your truth, your balance, really tapping into knowing self. And, spirituality is trendy right now. A lot of words get thrown around and a lot of people don't recognize how it really shows up in their day-to-day life. So I really like to do one-on-ones to really show you specifically in your specific life where those things show up, where your traumas are, where you need shadow work, where you need healing, where you have stagnant, stuck energy, just to bring that self-awareness. And so I do those through my energy healing sessions. I also have a new season forecast, which is coming out right now as well, where we're going to look at the whole year. What are your goals? What are the things that you want to happen for your life? Where are seasons where you need to focus versus seasons where you need to have more balance and play and be more creative? And what energy is right for you to do that, for you to do that. I'm always offering meal prep services for anybody that's local to the Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina area. Life coaching, spiritual coaching, one-on-one. for anybody who needs extended, periods of one-on-one work, I'm always doing that. I also have spiritual products. So I make spiritual baths. I make house blessing kits, just things to lift the energy, cleanse the energy. Those are tools to help you along the way. I do have a website, empressmenagerieshop.com, where you can look and find out more about me. You can find me on social media. On Facebook, I am Wisdom Born on Facebook, and on Instagram, you can find me at She's an Empress _215.
Heck yes, y'all. I hope y'all took notes, because I took notes. Y'all know I be taking notes and everything like that. I hope you guys took notes. Again, Miss Wisdom, we appreciate you. Empress Menagerie, make sure y'all go visit her site, connect with her. She's one of the very few people that are actually genuine out here, and that's important. She needs to be out here more. Share this video, share the live, let people know, reach out to her and enjoy the conversation. She has amazing things that she's bringing to the market, that she's bringing to the world, that she's bringing to our fellow sisters. So thank you so much for being on here, Empress Wisdom. We love and appreciate you. And we'll tune in next week, you guys, for the Significant Impact Show. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.